this Saturday. I am Sergeant De Leon, retired, 2014 Army, Iraq, one tour, 2009, 2010, where I have sustained a TBI and currently not being treated for it upon returning stateside, 2009-10, and it has manifested into losing about 85 to 90% of fine motor function throughout my entire body. It was overshadowed when I came back from my tour 2009-10 by a severe back injury I also received while sustaining a head injury overseas during combat. So, what's happening now? Well, what's happening now is I've been fighting, I've been battling since 2011-ish, 10, upon returning stateside to the United States. I didn't know what was going on in the beginning when I was dealing with my back injury that I also had sustained overseas during a combat role. And it was severe enough to overshadow just about anything else that you were having problems with, which I was having problems with. This back injury was like a toothache. It was so bad that I was just trying to get by with it. And if you guys know anything about back injuries, you know that they're terrible, and you want to just get by with your own self-assessment of what you can and can't do, what are you willing to do, try to work with it, so that way you're not out of work for so long, or maybe the surgery you get for this back injury is actually worse than the actual injury, because you have to open your back up, and it may prolong your healing, and if you have a family, and so there's a lot to being injured. Okay, so again, I've had a hard time coming back. I need everyone's help that can help me get through this situation. I've been battling since 2010, 11-ish. As I got back stateside, there was obviously some complication with my injuries getting back, but nothing in complication that could not be solved by obvious standard operating procedures that the VA has and the Army has to put in place or take action with, and say, look, yeah, the guy was in combat, this was the scenario he was in. Let's go ahead and move him forward with what he's claiming, and let's get it done so he can get some help, mentally and physically, and we're done with that, right? And we sorted that out. In courtesy to these SOPs, standard operating procedures with the VA and the service, but yet that has not happened to me. So I'm here on this network trying to get some help, because it's gotten so bad that my case has been pretty much been kicked under the rug. This can has been kicked down the road more than enough times to where it's sort of the normal behavior with people who are trying to help me, who get information about my situation, and they see that other people have tried to help already and have given up on trying to follow through with getting me properly assessed, getting me the help and care, medical help I need to move me forward. Um, it's been one hell of a struggle, and I need everybody's help. If you guys can help me to call your congressperson or forward this video, which would help me out a lot, to your congressperson, your senator, or just somebody. I need some sort of support to have people say, "Hey, look, here's the scenario," and as I explain to you guys, as I get into it a little more, it for me it causes an extreme amount of grief. I didn't know coming back from my tour that I would have such difficulty with dealing with trying to get myself in order medically, even through some of this controversy that is stalling my medical care, of course, since 2010-11. I say 2010-11. I got back in 2010 because as I was trying to go through the medical assessment to see what's going on with me, there was no indication of a TBI because of one, I didn't annotate it as I should have when I left the service, or when I was being demobilized through my tour or coming back. I did have these head injuries, but it didn't bother me as much as I should have been wiser to say, hey, look, yeah, I did have these head injuries, and it might be a problem later, but I didn't see it that way at the time. So, with this back injury that was overshadowing, everything that was going to come up later, if I would have known that it was going to be this bad, I definitely would have mentioned, hey, instead of trying to be a tough guy, and hey, my head, I hit my head a few times, but let's just move on with it, right? And not a big deal, right? And so obviously it has turned out, this TBI has turned out to be the culprit, the main issue of why I'm having such bad medical issues now, with fine motor skills just going away in my body, and some of them beginning to hurt my organs. So, with everything that I have been through, since 2010, it has cost me about 85 to 90% fine motor function throughout my body. I've been trying to get it sorted out with the VA. I've been misguided starting in 2010-11, when I started to figure out, where did I get what's going on with me, what's happening. After I put two and two together, I said, geez, that it's unbelievable that the body works that way. I had no idea, but I definitely need this addressed, and it has taken drastic, critical toll on my body. And so, I've been down the road, people. I have been down this road of being misguided through people on the VA grounds, doctors at the VA, order a Purple Heart, trying to help me get myself situated, telling me I needed to do X, Y, and Z first in order to get myself in a position to file claims for X, Y, and Z after that. Been outside the VA to use my TRICARE to try to get a independent assessment for a TBI, but it all seems to follow in and fall down on, well, if you're claiming something so critical, which you have, we need some record to go off so we can, we can support it, or, we're not going to put our career on the line because, you're claiming this TBI and, you could be a fraudulent soldier trying to just get some benefits from it, right? And so it's been one hell of a hassle, I'm telling you guys. I need to break this chain to get myself diagnosed with the TBI, get the assistance I need beneficially and medically in whichever department I am supposed to be in at the VA. Now, it's as I said, I've been down many roads, and everything pertaining to filing for X, Y, and Z, going down the political road, getting with senators and congressmen, and I've been down at people, and it's been one hell of an eye-opening experience because I am being medically neglected through the Veterans Health Administration, even with all the complaints that I have filed, even with all the complaints that I have filed with the VA, with senators stemming back from Ron Barber in Arizona, John McCain, you name it. I've been down a few lanes with these people. Some are not here anymore, and now currently, I am trying to get Kirsten Sinema, whom has ignored me also in the critical state of complaining that I'm in with her office. I have called her office. I have called my new congressperson to see if I can get this ball rolling, and I have to start over. I have to start over with the new congressperson that they just got elected. I believe January 1st was their initial date to get themselves rolling in my district, and I have to submit everything all over again. It's like starting over since 2010-11 with getting the assistance that I need. And so I'm trying to get help from Facebook, whatever these channels are, Restream, I'm on here, and trying to get some assistance to get some support to do something. I need something to move forward with my case. So far, the effort I put in with Kirsten Sinema has not paid off. Waiting for correspondence with that. The new congressperson, I don't remember his name. He's so new. He's supposed to be a Republican kind of guy. I lean to the right. No effort into calling me back with correspondence in the critical state that I have expressed. I mean, here I am losing motor function. It's a new guy. I haven't had them reach out to me and say, hey, look, we need to sit down with you. I am trying to initiate any options and everything so they can just get back with me ASAP and forward my situation. Now, I have explained to my Congress people and senators currently that when us veterans make a complaint, there's a protocol, and the senators and Congress people call the VA and what happens determines how, what's going to happen to you. And my case has been in and out, in and out, in and out of this process. And currently, all they do in my case is the congressperson calls the VA, and the VA creates a little checkbox, and they check these boxes while they call me on the phone and say, hey, how can we help you? Okay, we call him, and nothing gets done according to the demand that I'm having, and the critical help that I'm supposed to be getting with claiming a TBI. Nothing gets forwarded to assess correctly and get done with what I need. And so the narrative through the VA right now is very, very, I would say, a very illegal way of treating me, even though they're not treating me for a possible TBI. I have not even had a possible to get a possibility of a proper assessment to have a TBI. I've been getting dismissed, denied, no care, nothing for it. Even the back injury that I have, they put a nerve stimulator on my back, that I was the one initiating. I need something done. Well, right now I'm in the fraud department with the VA. They think I'm trying to fraud them by saying, look, I have this TBI. This is what happened, just because of the scenario of that's complicating, the way I got back, and I didn't say too much about a TBI or back injury, but yet, it was there, and where else would I get it? And it's been almost impossible to break this scenario, this narrative with the VA, and they have not budged. The doctors have treated me very poorly. I've been criticized for it. I've been humiliated by some of these doctors, even outside the VA. They've been humiliating me, saying, that I'm faking all this motor dysfunction, and so, I've been subjected to a lot of criticism with the VA, and I've been fighting it, and I just have had no one in political, my senators, my congresspeople that have helped me and pushed my issue through sincerely in a critical manner. They have not made any effort politically to try to square away my situation, and so I have to try to take measures in trying to get myself situated. But so far, nothing has gotten done. Here I am, people. I am trying to ask for some help. I'm trying to get the people's help now. I see these issues on TV where now people in the States are donating money to help these soldiers in Ukraine who are getting injured, who are losing legs, and they're getting assessed, they're getting the help they need, they're getting themselves taken care of. And here I am with a progressive TBI that I've been battling to try to get myself situated since returning stateside 2009, 10, 11, and get the proper care for it through that standard operating procedures, and the medical care I need, the medical management, maybe to slow down this progressive motor dysfunction I have that I sustained overseas, and yet I can't get anyone to listen to me at the VA. My politicians that I contact, our politicians that I contact, they're not motivated enough to look into my situation in detail and forward it and say that the guy is losing his damn life. He's losing motor function, and we don't know, exactly how what's happening in his brain to lose the motor function. And this is their excuse that they're using people to not treat me. I'm a damn soldier who put his life on the line. The legs were the first thing to go. I have them; they don't operate. Arm, eyes, mouth, all sorts of stuff has happened. Neck movement, and I have all these secondary ailments like pancreatitis, diabetes that came on, level 2, boom, right away, and the pancreas and the diabetes are not working well together. So I'm only 54 years old. I haven't had an issue with my health until I went to Iraq, and all these issues that I'm having, I have no support for trying to get it squared away. If it's a duck and it looks like a duck, then it's a duck. But no one in the medical profession at the VA, the doctors that I have been complaining about, that I have been filing numerous times with certain ways to do this, do that. These doctors are not contending with each other. Instead, they're going along with each other just to say no. Move on with your life. There's nothing wrong with you, Sergeant Dillon. You retired 2014. Just why are you bothering with us? You're a liar and a faker, and that's what's been going on. And I've been trying to fight to try to get accountability with this issue, and nothing has happened. So what you see here, I'll bring you up to date. Okay, what you see here is I have a central nervous system dysfunction. It's a motor dysfunction, and so when your central nervous system dysfunction, I have learned. I self-assess myself with this. What's happened is the central nervous system, the brain is controlling the central nervous system, so it's messed up in there somehow with these 2 injuries I sustained overseas. They did a tooth extraction on me, and this guy, this dentist, he didn't give me enough Novocaine, or something was not right about it. Well, he ended up just cranking on my teeth, getting it out. The pain was so bad, I was arching. Back was arching on the table, and even the assistants that were there assisting him, looking at him like, man, can't you give the guy some more stuff that's not going to hurt? And all the pain and the damage doing that the nervous system was picking up on, decided that it was being injured. Okay, the brain was taking the extraction as an injury, so it's already dysfunctional. So we got rid of the function of the area of that tooth because it's already dysfunctional in the brain, so it's just going to get rid of it. So that's what happens to my body now. I've had that scenario with my hand where I had surgery. They did surgery on the hand at the VA, and the nervous system picked up on it, so got rid of the fine motor function of the arm. I was also doing some cycling with Paralyzed Veterans America, and that did not help with this matter when they did the surgery. So my whole lattice and arm, I got to try to move my entire body to kinetically manipulate the movement of this arm. And so a lot of that's going on, but I am being medically neglected through the VA. I need some serious help, people, with things that are going on with my case. Our politicians that I've been crying out to since 2010 have not lifted a finger to follow through, people, follow through with getting me squared away with the VA. Instead, they're following the narrative the VA gives them because they pick up the phone and they put the phone right back down. And they just say, okay, we did our job. Let's see him complain again. So I've been complaining since 2010. I've been following the rules. that they have been laying out to me, and I'm done doing that. Now it's time to get some accountability from our politicians, try to get some accountability for these doctors who have medically dismissed me and still medically dismissing me and not caring for a TBI, in which it is a TBI. There's no other way it could not be a TBI. And get these things combat related, reevaluated, put it on my thing, get some medical management, and move on with my life. Instead, I got to be passed up by people donating money to Ukraine for them to be getting assistance over my needs. People in Mexico coming across the border, getting the assistance that they need. Maybe they're going to, need some extra help while getting over here. You don't know what's wrong with their health. Nobody knows anything about them. They're going to get the care they need before I get it. I sacrifice myself for our country, and I'm not being treated for it. I'm being left behind. Left behind, people. I'm being left behind. And this is a damn shame, because I am you. I've sacrificed for our country, and this is the thanks that I get from the same people who sent me overseas to fight. So what do I do? As I said, there was complication at the beginning of me coming back with getting some employment, even with the back injury and the TBI, which I had no knowledge that it was a TBI, and I did have knowledge of the back injury, but I was allowed to work because I manipulated my way into work also, because I needed to work. I needed to support my family. I didn't lie about it. I just said, look, I do have a back situation, but it's a minor thing. I'm getting some assistance for it, which I was. I was getting some pain shots for it, and I mentioned that, and they said, well, welcome aboard, and if it gets any worse, let us know. And it did get worse, but it got worse in a manner where nobody knew to the extent that it was going to be so bad. And so now that the situation can be completely addressed easily, the VA is refusing. Our politicians are not addressing my issue. They are ignoring the fact that I have been left behind, and it's currently being left behind by the federal government. Our politicians who refuse to lift the finger to help me with the situation that I'm in currently. So if I can get your guys' help, you can forward it, marco.adeleon, the number 1 at gmail.com. You could forward my information to anybody. I just need you can forward it to your friends. I want to get this done. I want you guys to be a part of something that you can help. If you're thinking, what can I do to help veterans? This is a special situation, and you can be part of a special situation to help me gain some assistance that I'm medically neglected to the VA, and get some people accountable for not helping a veteran in a crisis. And this was an emergency. So you can help with that. Marco.adeleon, the number 1 at gmail.com. Please forward that to other people. Let's get it moving. You guys can be a part of something good. And of course, if you feel like you need to pay back, and help a veteran, then you could be doing it now. You can help me out. You can be a part of this little movement I need, and get me squared away. And I will be more than thankful to respond back to some of you guys' questions and situation. But the devil's in the detail, and I can't wait to start explaining to the people and the VA, and if I have to go in front of a judge, I can't wait to start explaining my situation and really make these people accountable for what's happening, because, man, I need you guys. And thank you guys. Thanks for trying to pay attention and listen. I know it's not easy, but I need, that's what I need. So I will get back with you guys in progress to show who's called me, what I have done, who I call, things like that. And I'll get back with you guys sometime soon. So I'm going to end this now, and marco.a.deleon, the number one at gmail.com. Please help. Please send it to your friends, call your senator, and let's get, this is a special situation. If you want to help a veteran, you feel the need to, or this is your chance to do it, here we go. Help me out.